Hello everyone and welcome to the joinDOTA League Season 2. This is the America Region Division 1. This is going to be a best of 2 between Union Gaming, who we already saw, and they are now against Maruchan, a different opponent. This is once again a 2-game series to determine their standings in the round robin. I am Roxas, and with me is my good friend Hunter's in. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Doing pretty well. I got a job today, so that's nice. I like money.
Awesome. We like jobs, I mean, we like making money.
Reserve time.
I am a money-making man.
Oh, it's gonna be like that.
I mean, less time playing Dota, but more money to spend on hats.
Exactly.
That's really all I care about.
I just spent $25 on Steam
What do you
a few
buy?
days ago. I bought a game and a lot of add-ons, and then I bought a compendium.
Oh, you finally bought a compendium. You're one of us now.
Yes.
So, anyway, Union Gaming going to go ahead and banning out Treant Protector and Batrider, two very strong heroes. And then Maruchan banning out the Dire Side Lycan as well as the Sand King. Sand King was banned against Union Gaming in both games. Last game against Revenge was who they were playing against. So I guess, Union Gaming always wants to pick up the Sand King first, but the first pick here, Podham's on the table. In the last series, we saw that picked up twice as the first pick, and it will be once again.
Radiant team pick.
We're on a pickup right here. It's not really that uncommon. It's very common, actually. It's just like,
Yeah, and then respond by the deny pick Shadow Demon, and we're going to have a Centaur, so looking pretty standard so far. So Bane is not really popular, but it can be picked up, but I just imagine it's going to be an Invoker or something. Like, it's usually what goes on. I actually don't know. I mean, I assume that anyone who's playing at these levels has an Invoker player, but I don't know if they have necessarily a star player that loves playing Invoker, so they might actually forego it.
10 seconds.
I haven't seen the Invoker yet that much in the amateur.
Hurry.
Wait, is this the amateur division?
No, it's Division 1.
Oh, it's Division 1. Yeah. More or less. You can see an Invoker player here.
We'll see. They actually are going to go with the Bane. That's a little bit less popular. Obviously, still very strong in a combo lane with Mirana. The disadvantage to picking Bane into a Shadow Demon, though, is defensive disruption counters your two main disables in Nightmare and Fiend's Grip as well. You basically just defensively disrupt whoever is Fiend's Gripped, and then it doesn't matter. Same with whoever gets arrowed or whoever gets nightmared. So, going to be pretty difficult to fight the lanes head on as well as later on in the game. So,
Well, either way, this Mirana and Bane can be just like the support. So basically, they already have the support laid out. I'm just gonna wait for the core.
well, we'll see. I mean, Wraith King was banned out, which Union Gaming did run in their last game. It's not the greatest success. They actually ended up running a carry. But that was basically because there was a last pick Tidehunter, so they last picked the Rubik, and I think they intended to play a support Wraith King. But Union Gaming, Naga Siren a good ban too. We see a lot of success with a Naga Siren when there's a Centaur on the field, just because it's really easy to pick up Centaur and then three other heroes that kind of form this like 4-man death squad that just roam around killing, just making space for Naga, and then Naga just gets super jacked, wins the game late, and when you already have a Mirana core, it's kind of tough to compete against that. Not impossible, but tough.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you more. It gives you a lot of option. Like, it just gives you a lot of space when you have Centaur and you're gonna run like a hard carry on your team. It's gonna be like so hard for them to catch the hard carry because like so many escapables coming from the Centaur.
Right, absolutely. And they don't have something like Demonic Purge to obviously remove the Stampede buff. They don't have too many hard stuns. Nightmare into Arrows and Fiend's Grip are basically what you have on the table so far. But Maruchan taking a long time with their last ban here. Usually this is where we see it take a long time. They're actually going to go and ban out a Nyx Assassin, so worried about the Spiked Carapace as well as the squishy supports. So Shadow Poison, really difficult when you have Spiked Carapace, and they also could look to pick up another maybe Radiance-based illusion hero, maybe such as a Phantom Lancer. because, or even a gyrocopter. I'm just trying to think of heroes that Spiked Carapace is incredibly annoying against. Timbersaw is also on the field if they want to pick that up and deny it, but not the
Yeah,
most popular pick
Only
these
10
days.
seconds.
Anyway,
it's quite easy to counter now.
5 seconds.
Ever since
remaining.
Centaur was like on the scene.
if they picked up if Maruchan picked up Timbersaw, then they would not have a Timbersaw to play against.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing names out there, man, because if you throw out every hero, eventually they have to pick one of them.
Hey, maybe we'll see an Ember Spirit again. Just maybe.
Ember Spirit does work very well with Centaur. The stampede damage on everyone
Exactly,
during a
yeah.
slate is pretty good. Centaur kind of is a big frontline hero for Ember Spirit to spam slate safely behind, which he kind of needs. The
Yeah.
biggest problem is that, I mean,
Slark.
he's going to get roamed on a lot. They're going to go with Slark.
Team and
And I really like this because the Dark Pact, you just pact when you see an arrow coming, and you just remove it. Totally fine. Same with Fiend's Grip. You're going to be hard to lock down. Unit Gaming picks up a Lich right away, which is, I think, more for lane security than anything else, but they could combo it with something like a Faceless Void.
That is probably an offlane Lich.
I mean, I doubt it's a solo offlane Lich. It's probably just going to be dual lanes with Pot and Bane and then Lich +1, and then an offlaner.
Yeah.
Only 10 seconds.
So.
5 seconds remain.
I'm actually thinking of Shadow Shaman on their on Maruchan.
What makes you say that?
Time.
It just makes sense. Like you already have like the very good ganking lineup. You have Slark, you have Shadow Demon to accompany you. You have Centaur just in case, like like a massive team fight. Oh,
Centaur Abaddon is pretty dirty, I have to say. The
Uh-huh.
burst from that is unreal. And we have seen Trilane Centaur work before. Not necessarily... It's basically just because, say the solo safe laner can be the carry and get away with it, such as like anti-mage 1v1 against a Darkseer. Like, you can get away with that, and then you just be super aggressive in the other lane, not necessarily prioritize securing farm for the Centaur, but just trying to kill
10
bitches. So.
seconds to pick.
It also
Yeah.
works very well with the Slark, and then now they have a
5
lot more
seconds.
ways to
Hurry,
remove
hurry.
Arrow, remove Nightmare, even remove the slow from the Frost Blast. So these first 3 picks from Union Gaming are pretty much all completely countered.
you completely have like a lot of ways to debuff all the negative buffs from Union Gaming.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. I think Union Gaming needs to pick up. I did not
Oh.
expect that.
Radiance ban.
I guess that's just
That's-
Axe Lich offlane, and then
No, I
Bane
think it's
bottom
gonna
safe
be a
lane.
mid-axe.
I really think that they need like a stronger hero that can have some carry potential. They can always go for a
10
dire side
seconds
Templar
to
Assassin, which I believe they did in their first game against Revenge, and it
5
worked out
seconds
very, very
remaining.
well. Yeah, they did, because Citadel played it, and it was really good. So they can do that.
Reserve time.
With the TA Potom, they just like wrecked a lot of faces on Dire. It was really good. So we'll see if they decide to go for that. The only issue with it is she is susceptible to burst. Dark Pact has a lot of instances of damage that remove refraction almost immediately, but it's actually going to be the Weaver that's going to be banned out because, well, they don't have a whole lot of ways to lock that guy down besides just completely bursting him with Centaur.
They actually have a good lockdown for him. You have a Shadow Demon and then
Well,
a
I
follow
mean,
up with Centaur.
you can purge him
Only 10 seconds.
like outside of. You're not going to be able to stop him from Sakuching is the thing. Like, you need someone like Lion
Radiant team
or
pick.
someone like Shadow Shaman that can really lock a Weaver down, I think. Because they would have to just kill him in one burst, which like they can get
They
really
could.
close.
Actually, they could because like even though it's gonna be like a level 7 Weaver,
I think they're going to
would-
pick TA because they banned Viper. So if Maruchan anticipates this, they could pick up like a core of Veno if they really care about that, but
10
I'm not sure
seconds
about
to
that.
pick.
But still, I mean, it's an option
5 seconds.
for Union
Hurry,
Gaming if
hurry.
ever TA is gonna be picked up.
Yeah,
Reserve time.
that's what I'm putting my rares on. So I'm thinking for this last pickup, it's probably going to
5
be
seconds. Hurry, hurry.
who's going to go mid? I mean, I guess they have 2 seconds, so they're going to go with a Storm Spirit, another very aggressive
Player
hero.
team are now picking.
It's going to be actually incredibly hard to lock him down. And, oh my God, a Bloodseeker! Oh, they're countering the hell out of
I
that
can't
Slark.
wait.
Oh
So
my
it really is
gosh!
gonna be an offlane axe.
Yeah, Lich Axe offlane.
Yes,
So
yeah, because the stand-in is playing it.
I mean, their team standing. It's whatever.
Yeah. And Benjis is the offlane player of Revenge.
Yep. Oh, this is going to be awesome. I actually did not see this coming, but this makes a lot of sense. The silence can no longer be dispelled. You can actually chase people that are low health if they're trying to get away with Stampede. And Storm, I mean, you can't BKB off. Like, he has to build a Lincoln Sphere now, which has a lot of ways to be broken. So, this is a really smart pick, and a lot of people still consider Bloodseeker like a kind of bad hero, but
Only 10 seconds.
I mean, I think he's really finding a place, and I'm pretty happy to see this game.
5
Yeah.
seconds
Ever since
remaining.
that latest patch of his silence, he's becoming more and more open to other players. Like, you know, it's gonna be a good pick now. It's not like you silence that guy and then it's gonna be dispelled because of the BKB or whatever.
Or even just the Manta style, it's...
Yeah, you still can't do it. I mean, there's just no way.
Can it be removed by a Photic Shield?
It cannot be dispelled. So
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
Doom. It's like a mini Doom.
Okay, back to video games.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it cannot be dispelled. Alright, so it can't. Alright, cool. Anyway, so we already saw him once tonight. Let's see him in this next 2-game series on inside of Union Gaming. On the bottom, once again, we're going to have Angel. On the support Lich, it's going to be Zendrals. On the mid, on the Bloodseeker, it's going to be Citadel. And Bane, going to be played by Jericho. And on the Axe in the offlane, it's going to be Benyas.
On Maruchan team, Abaddon's gonna be played by Zuni. Storm Spirit is gonna be played by open bracket, close bracket. Centaur is gonna be played by Lice. Slark is gonna be played by Stilo. And last but not least, Fate Gummix is gonna be playing that Shadow Demon support.
I wanted to see what Storm's name
30
was, but he marked his profile as private. So always pull up the team roster and then, you know, try to piece everything together. Wait.
Yeah.
What did Potom get a last hit from? Oh, there's a D ward. Wait, what?
Oh, that's an early D ward right here.
Yeah, absolutely. But that counts as a last hit?
Yes, it does. Just like the traps.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that
Yeah.
happened. I know that traps and wards give sadist charges to Necrophos.
It does. Just like souls as well.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Wait, you mean there are souls in wards?
Yeah.
God.
Just like the plague wards of Venomancer.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
There,
You know, yeah.
there's still that bug in the game where SF gets souls if he kills Windrunner.
And also,
So. Side going to be Bane Marana, very powerful here, and to make sure that Lice gets the farm, he's going to be supported up here by the Shadow Demon, and that's less to be aggressive, more to be defensive, and the defensive lane to make sure on the same side of UG it's going to be Axe and Lich in the offlane, and then Stilo supported by the Abaddon. In the mid lane it's going to be Bloodseeker versus the Sworn Spirit. I have never played this matchup, nor seen it. What do you think about this? Who does it favor?
like at the early stages, it's Storm Spirit's advantage right now. Because if you come near melee range, you're like gonna be eating that static remnant.
Yeah, but I mean, just later in the stages when he gets a bloodbath on and he can start silencing Storm.
Yeah, like keep doing it.
I guess that does. I mean, that's a lot of HP he drains. How much does it
We
drain?
have first
Oh my
blood.
god, I missed first blood down the bottom lane.
Oh, come on, Travis. Come
Oh
on,
my
Roxas.
I'm so sorry. Oh man. Here I am trying to be fascinated by the Bloodseeker pickup, and they decide to feed Axe in the bottom lane. So Binyaz, it's going to be a 1-0 for Maruchan right off the bat. Oh, you're not going to say anything. Okay, I was letting you say things. So
No, I was just waiting for something, and I was just like,
So it's 120 damage, so it's 20 damage for 6 seconds, which is incredible. And look at Sideroll, he does have a point in thirst as well. He has a blood rage. He just needs one more right click. Maybe he's able to get him just with the blood rage. Oh, barely any HP. He takes a lot of tower damage as well, and Storm is forced to salve out.
You just needed one more second of a duration of that blood rage.
And man, that Null Talisman saved his life. But anyway, Stylo, he's going to be having kind of a hard time here. Laning, Lich is just one of the easiest lane winners in Dota. You always have the lane back, you get more experience, and then you always have the mana for Frost Blast, which is very spammable and has a great range. So, especially against a melee hero like Slark that's quite squishy early on, he's going to have a very difficult time.
Ooh, he's going ham.
Oh, yeah, he actually is. There's the pounce on there. Aphotic Shield is there as well. He doesn't have a pounce for another 9 seconds. There's the Mist Coil on his enemies. He's diving the tower here, but there's a Frost Blast. He's taking tower damage. Well, oh, Mist Coil is going to help him stay a little bit longer before he feeds. Oh, never mind. He eats a Tango. He pounces to avoid the last hit. Bloodseeker sees him, though. There's that Global Thirst coming into play, and Blood Rage going to be there. That should just kill him. Is there a Mist Coil? Is there an Aphotic Shield? Ah, no. The right click's going to be able to get him. Now Zuni might be in trouble. They're not going to pursue there. Setterall, he's going to go back to the bottom lane, or the mid lane. Playing Slark against the Bloodseeker, man, it's one of the hardest things.
Especially your passive is not going to go on.
Yeah, you basically need a bottle or like a ring of health in some form to be able to use your passive to get yourself over that 50 HP threshold. Zendals is sitting here very low health. Is he ferrying himself out of salve? Is he bringing... It looks like there is a salve for him, so...
Oh, Abadooni?
No, Lich.
Ah. Yep. Oh, he really wants to stay there and keep harassing Slark.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. He was just hanging around with, like, no HP.
I really do like the Bloodseeker pickup from Union Gaming. Like so much counter picks on one pick.
I mean, they've completely counterpicked like their whole team minus. Well,
yeah,
I'm sorry,
minus
Maruchan
Centaur.
though has counterpicked pretty much the whole team besides the Bloodseeker. So, speaking of which, Nightmare is there. Arrow was not used, but Starfall was there as well on Gunman. He's taking a bit of damage, but he'll tango up and he'll be okay. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Pool looks like it's going to be contested. There's a Frost Blast on the silo, forcing him in the bottom part of his tower. Is there going to be a Battle Hunger? No, he's trying to look for a call, I think. He's in range for it. I don't know what he's waiting for. Yes, there's a call. There's the right clicks. He doesn't have the Ice Blast. He aphotic shields himself, and they should be able to back off as they are between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 in the middle lane. So there's an illusion and a rune and a pull used, but now he's got Thirst. He's got a little bit of movement speed and damage, so he'll be totally fine. Centaur has his Tranquil Boots whenever he decides to buy them. I think
he doesn't have enough money for it.
Yeah, I think relatively the lanes are breaking down in favor of UG, though. If we look at the offlaners, Axe has 18 last hits compared to Lysa's 9, which is to be expected with the Lich, but Angel just has so many more last hits than this Slark. This Slark's sitting at 9 for 1, whereas Mirana sitting at 31 for 6. Probably going to be going in for a Hand of Midas here.
I think he actually is going, though. He's just like keeping his money. Sitting in 1-8.
Mid lane, just casual pulls. There is a Rupture now if Bloodseeker does decide he wants to use that. He needs a few last hits for Bloodbath. Does have his phase boots up as well, so he's trucking along pretty quickly. We haven't seen Bloodseeker used too many times in professional games, but he had the Rupture animation used, but normally you go for something like phase drums into like a BKB, sometimes a blade mail, just to go fast and make sure that you stay alive and you can do damage just from being alive.
Yeah. And you also, in like, when you play a professional gaming Bloodseeker, you don't pick a Force Staff, like, first item. You don't do that.
Well, I mean, Force Staff's really bad anyway. It's just...
It is.
Like, the reason you go Force Staff instead of something useful like a Yasha is just because you're playing against people that are bad and it's funny.
They keep running, you know. I just want that burst damage coming from the rupture.
And this is the other incredibly annoying thing for Slark as well, is sometimes, like, if you're being harassed out of lane from a Lich or just any harassment, maybe like a Windrunner. Also, by the way, if Heflatv Shield is there, he's actually going to be pouncing on the Lich as well. Mistcoil's there. They're going to be able to secure that kill, speaking of that. But normally you would just have your ultimate, so you just step back for a bit, regen all your health, and you're fine. But with the Bloodseeker on the field, you can't really dodge this Lich harassment unless you go all the way back to base, which he had to do that time. Even though
Or
he
you
didn't have his
always-
ultimate,
yeah.
but still a good point.
Or you always have to go back 3-4 every time when your life drops to like 3-4.
You mean one half?
No, when your life basically goes to 3/4. Like every time a Nova. Oh, just going ham.
Yeah, it pounds Heflatv Shield as well. Mistcoil is going to be there, but Axe uses the Sig Charge, hits himself alive. Zuni, well, he gets ruptured. He tries to TP out, but he can't. Blood Rage is on the Slark, though. He's not below half health just yet, but he's... Moonlight Shadow is there. Being pinged out, they actually gave up on the chase, and he's able to TP home. But why 3/4? That doesn't make any sense. By the way, Nightmare into Arrow on the Lice. Brain Sap's there as well, but he's really tanky. Starfall's there. He gets a double Star Storm. Thought about the Stomp, but Stampede's there. He manages to salve up as well. Storm comes up. He has a Haste Rune and Stampede. He's going to be going under Jericho. There's a Fool. There's a Remnant. Jericho should go down here. Storm will be able to give chase as well. He doesn't have a Remnant and an Overload just yet. He's going to be able to zip to get it. Uses the last of his mana.
You blew it.
Yeah,
Back
but
to
why
what-
3/4? Tell me.
3/4 of your life, you go back right away because you don't want to let your HP go half because the Thirst of Bloodseeker is gonna activate and you're not gonna be able to regen out of your ult.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go back for 3/4. You just wait because you're at 3/4 and you have your ult.
Yeah.
So why are you saying you have to go back to base? You only
No,
have to go
I'm
back to base
saying-
if you're below health. Half.
Now I'm just saying if your life goes to 3/4 for like instead of like 350, it's like around 500. Like you have to go back right away and like try to regen out of your ult.
Oh, okay. Because you made it seem like you had to go back to base, and like that's.
Nah.
I don't know, man.
I'm
English
actually
is hard.
surprised.
It is going to be a Blade Mail rush coming out from Bloodseeker. What do you think about this?
It's actually good. It's basically you either fight or run away.
So basically, just you still can't cancel TPs though. Silo, he has an Heflatv
yeah.
Shield, but he gets called. There, oh my God, the Chain Frost just blows him up immediately. Only one more bounce on the Gunmix, so there's a salve going to be used up. Heflatv Shield from Zumi. He's trying to get away, but the Lich tried to body block him to no avail. Gunmix, he gets Nightmare. He's going to get brain sapped and killed by the Bane solo in the meantime. He's trying to cover in the bottom lane. Also, Storm got picked off. I don't know exactly how, but Zuni going to be called and cold under the cover of his Q1 tower. That's a 4-0. Well, Centaur the only one alive there, and he had Stampede. I don't know why I didn't use it.
He's pretty selfish, man.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
It's like,
Listen,
you guys
man, what if
die.
I get ganked? I need Stampede.
Exactly. I mean,
Radiant's
Oh, and that
middle
buys
tower
Axe a Blink
under
Dagger.
fire.
So now the aggression coming out from Yuji is going to be incredibly heightened. And Angel, he's just going to get a farm. Slark's not going to be able to farm. Like, one of the biggest utilities of Slark as a one-position carry, and he didn't even level his ultimate. He's like, well, screw that, man. I have
Exactly.
Bloodseeker. It's just being able to use Dark Pact to farm very quickly and then using your ult between camps to regen that health that you lost. But now he's also lost his farming capability. So Podham's going to out-carry him just because she's going to be able to farm more quickly.
I mean, Slark is sitting on 13-2. It's like not even halfway from
Axe wants to show off the
last-
blink. He's waiting. Well, there's a storm. The Heflatv Shield is there as well. He blinks away. What a wuss. Anyway, top lane. Gunmix. They're going to be going on to Podham here. Disruption is there. Stampede is used as well. Never mind. Moonlight Shadow is going to be used. They actually ran the wrong way, interestingly enough. And they're actually going to regoose here. Gunmix. Well, I don't know if the rupture was needed, but
Is under
short range arrow going to be there. Storm came up as well, and in the bot lane just leaves Axe by his lonesome. Let's see if they can get anything done. The lane ward is there to spot that he has no help. Now they get to see the Lich coming in, so they're not going to be able to do anything. Well, never mind. They're going to be able to blink call. There's going to be the Frost Blast, but the Coal Oh, it was missed because of the mist coil. Great heal there coming out from the Abaddon.
That was a great support from Abaddon.
Yep. So meanwhile, just chalk it up as a 7-3 for the score. Bloodseeker now going to be having the blade mail delivered to him. So, never mind. That's actually Angel. He's going to be finishing up a Ring of Aquila. Going to be going for a Lincoln straight away. So this means that the single target initiation from Storm. Speaking of which, going to be going on to Jericho Zips, and there's a pounce as well. Jericho, well, not going to be able to survive that. Bloodseeker was coming up to try to help, but also saw the other heroes and was like, well, screw you, man. I'm going back to farming. So the thing about the Lincolns is just that the single target initiation from the Storm is going to make it so that she's pretty much always going to be able to get away and pounce away. So plus, Angel, we saw him just build Lincolns on every hero. He built it on Bat, or was it Angel? Yeah, it was Angel. Who built it on Bat and Potom, just regardless. And if you do have a Lincolns on Potom, you have basically the regen to always be out and about, which is why I like it there.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, looks like they used the, mid lane, looks like they used the Chain Frost to secure a kill. No, they didn't. I just know nothing. It was just 4 heroes ganged up on him while I was talking about why Lincolns.
That was basically a rupture.
They're playing this lineup to a T, man. Axe Bloodseeker, one of the most aggressive lineups you can really get. Well, goodbye Bane. Or Shadow Demon. Fiend's Grip was used there. And going to be able to be cleaned up by both supports. Meanwhile, top lane, Angel's just going to be pushing up as well. So, Fiddlerella going to be able to get the last hit. Just stutter stepping a bit there. Storm is waiting. He's went double null. And they're going to be using the Stampede for this as well. Big long zip, but going to be missed. He actually gets a creep. But Angel looks like he might want to re-engage here. Knows the Storm's out of mana. He's actually just going to try to get the tower last hit. But it's not in deny range, so it should be fine. But now Bane, he's behind the tier 1 tower, or where it was. But there's going to be a call. He gets to be Nightmare and Gun Mix to make sure there's no defensive disruption. Stylo, oh, he gets his ult off just in time. Courier delivers something in Stylo. He just has to TP home because there's a freaking Bloodseeker on the field. You're not going to be able to use your ult. Meanwhile, Bane, he's going to be pulled from the Storm as well, but Axe comes in, he calls the Storm as well. He's going to be ruptured as well, and then Cold. 2 ultimates used, and then there are more spins. God, this guy is RNG since he gets so many spins, takes out the Centaur right away. That's a triple kill. He's re-healing Abaddon just for the additional challenge. Blood Rage is there as well. Chain Frost going to be committed. Give the kill to Axe. Give it to Axe. Ultra kill. Give him the Rampage. Come on, Stylo, take damage. Ah, Benyaz, he's trying to get away. His soul is caught. He doesn't have the Shadow Poison on him, though. There's a disruption. Can he get it on there? Gunmix is there as well. It's too late for the Rampage, but the Blood Rage might be able to kill Gunmix. Bloodseeker's so fast. Are they going to be able to kill him? No, too bad there's no Sunstrike. And in the meantime, Angel just gets the farm. This is an incredible display of playing an aggressive lineup from UG. A lot better than their second game against Revenge, I must say.
What are you trying to say?
I mean, their second game against Revenge was not, like, they didn't play that well as they are right now. Like, they're playing a lot better. Like, we literally just watched that, so.
Probably they're playing because they're playing with one of the players on Revenge. Probably one of the reasons why.
Who? Like, they're playing with the same people. Like, Revenge and Union Gaming have shuffled rosters, like, a lot. So, that guy's on Union now. Like, forever.
Oh. I haven't like, read any news about other teams.
Yeah. Solo smoke up from Lich, by the way. Bane is there as well. They've spotted Storm farming. Fiend's Grip is available. Going to be used right away. And are they going to commit this Frost Blast to this? No, they can't. Well, he's going to go down anyway. But there's a double stomp and a double edge. But Bloodseeker comes in. He pops a Blade Mail. Axe has a Blade Mail as well. Well, Gunmix, you're going to get cold as well. Well, Zuni, well, he pops his ult right away, but there's a Nightmare. They're going to be waiting it out here, and they should be able to clean him up as well. Triple kill for Axe. Benyaz currently 8-1. He's on fire right now. They're going to be going for Stylo here as well. There's the Brain Sap. Is there a Blood Rage? But there's a Blink and a Call. Blood Rage is there as well. Goodbye. Ultra kill for Axe once again. This game is officially out of control for Maruchan.
Banjus the Slayer. He is literally the Slayer of this game right now.
Yeah, doing incredibly well. I mean, he has a lot of help from his team.
Radiant's bottom
All
tower
these
is
blink
being
calls as
attacked.
well as the Bloodseeker doing a lot of work. And he's going full speed. Going to be going and picking up a Yasha, probably Sanch and Yasha as well.
Radiant's bottom
Needs to pick up
tower
that
under
drums
fire.
and that Yule Scepter as well, you know. Go full move speed. Who cares about anything else?
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
And
Yeah,
Axe, he's
actually-
going to be going for the Aghanim Scepter. One of the best items. Oh, I heard a Rupture. Rupture's going to be on Storm as well. Chain Frost is going to follow him though, and he's going to be zipping. He's not taking any Rupture damage, but now there's the Blade Mail onto Axe, who calls. Gun Mix and Spins are going to be there as well. He's going to be dunking him, but Axe finally going to be going down. That's a lot of gold going for Shadow Demon Stylo. He has the Aphotic Shield. It looks like he's going to be trying to pounce on Lich. He does hit it as well, and they're going to be able to get him, especially with the Essence Shift and the Mist Coil. But Lich is surprisingly tanky. Axe actually comes back. Lich is going to live. He's going to dunk him, and Bloodseeker's coming in as well. I can't believe that Lich is alive. He has 31 HP. And there's going to be another dunk, triple kill, and Stylo calls a good game, as Angel's just only been farming this whole game.
It's luck called GG. And that's gonna be an 17 minutes game. What a game. What a play from Benjis.
Yeah, they just kind of picked aggressive heroes and then wandered around and kicked their dicks in. So don't go anywhere, everyone. We're going to be coming back very soon. This is going to be a 2-game series. So we'll be right back with Game 2. Don't go anywhere.